Hi there, and welcome back to another BobBlast. Hi, I'm Bob Burridge, and this one is all about abstract painting and collage, at least the stuff that I'm going to be doing in my studio and in a lot of my workshops coming up. But let me just show you this one wall of what I'm doing right now, abstract painting and collage, just with black and white paper. So I'll do a whole series of just black and white paper working on the design. All right, no paint. Then we let that dry a little bit and start thinking about monochromatics. Look, you can get some beautiful paintings with just one color plus black and white. And over here, we start the color wheel, my color wheel at least, and start working the same things with black and white, graphic design, composition, and themes using the color wheel. On this other wall that I have over here, I'm going to show you the difference between another direction I like to go on, which is either my soft side. You see, all very soft colors. The values are really close together. And that's kind of a challenge for me, especially when I like to do the big, heavy, dark, in-your-face, very graphic. But at least I still start off with what I like to say is, what's the concept? So these are based on words. We're going to get back to this a little bit. Each one has a different theme, a different feeling. And that's what I do when I'm doing my abstracts. So they actually have a purpose behind them, not just throwing colors all over the place. So when they match the theme, when the paintings finally match the theme or the title, I know it's done. Hey, let me show you how I do one of these on the other work table. So this is the piece I'm working on. In fact, I'm working on about 50 of them. This is watercolor paper. This is Kilimanjaro paper from Cheap Joe catalog. This is 300-pound cold press. I've gessoed the whole piece of paper. Since I'm working on so many of them, I wanted them all to be the same paper and the same format. So I made myself a template. So you can see that these are 15 inches by 15 inches. 2 inches border, which means the actual image is 11 inches by 11 inches, all of them. Here's the paper, Kilimanjaro paper. I made a template, marked it all off, just like that, boom, 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 on all of them. Cut down the middle, like that, knife, bring it up like that. Now we're ready to go. I usually work on 2 at the same time, but we'll work on with just 1 at the same time. Otherwise, this would be a long video. This is my white artist tape. I want a clean border there. There we go. It's not going to be a perfect border because this is cold press. It has a little bit of a rough surface. So the paint will seep underneath the tape. And I kind of like that look. There we go. There we go. Isn't this the exciting part of the tape? Okay, here we go. I'm ready to go. Now, it's already been gessoed. I want to put glue, my gel medium glue, all over the whole piece. The whole piece. This is an acrylic gel medium. There you go. And I work fast. Here's some of my collage paper, just basically black paper. Make them interesting looking. Here we go. And I put glue on top of it, really pushing it in there. Oh, here's a nice shape. We'll do another shape here. Whoa, this is a nice design. I like the design already. Kind of a diagonal design, huh? Well, here's some more paper. This is the part where I'm just basically goofing around, having a great time in the sandbox. we go. I hope this isn't too boring to watch. Here we go. Oh yeah. And one more. Then we'll get into color. I can't stop. And you know what that's like. Well, this is a quick demonstration of how I put the glue on top of it. And I'm going to get a squeegee here and get rid of all the wrinkles. These are those new rubber silicone spatulas. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. All right. Put all this back in the water. Now color. Oh yeah. Splash. This is some of my Holbein inks. This particular is phthalo blue, which means it's transparent. This will be monochromatic. That's the beginning. Let's throw some other colors in here. Oh, the opera. This will be the surprise color. My gosh, look at this. Oh. Oh. Let's get some white in here. Maybe some white, silver. Let's get some silver. Whoa, silver. Look at this. Kidding me. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. See, this is the time I give myself a chance to play and goof around. You don't do it here, where else are you going to do it? Wiping it away. Whew. And for fun, I'm in trouble, so let's get into more trouble. I'll spray on some isopropyl alcohol. Let's see what happens. Well, the fun never stops at a Burridge workshop. Well, I just wanted to show you. This will take a long time to dry, and I'm not ready to finish the painting. I just wanted to show you the techniques that I use. And even though I didn't really talk about a theme on this one, but that's how I approach all these paintings. Basically, I have a concept, and then I just keep painting until it matches the title or the concept. And I do many of them over and over and over, and that's why I say you continue that. Don't do just one. Hey, this was fun. I hope you enjoyed some of these walkthroughs of what I'm doing right now, and also in my workshops. I hope to see you in those next workshops. Get ready to paint like a crazy fool. I'll see you then at the next BobBlast. Hey painters, have you ever felt like you just needed to give yourself some time out and just go away and paint just for you? Hi, I'm Bob Burridge, and let me tell you about one of my most favorite places to go and paint in Mexico. I was writing it all down in my journal, and I was reading it back to myself, and I said, you know, this really reads pretty well. I'd much rather read it to you as opposed to trying to remember. But this is all about me going down and doing a painting workshop for two, count them, 2 one-weekers back to back in one of my most favorite places, 10 miles south of Puerto Vallarta, in our own Casa, filled full of a bunch of artists, and the ocean is right there. Let me read you this script that I wrote. It's better than me trying to remember it, okay? Painting in this charming open-air Casa studio. overlooking the authentic fishing village 10 miles south of Puerto Vallarta in Mexico. Imagine every day creating in the art studio right on the Pacific coast of Mexico. Ah, that ocean breeze is wonderful, right? Welcome to one of my most favorite times in Latin America, Casa de la Artistas. Come and paint with me, beginners and experienced. Abstract acrylic painting and collage workshops, 2 1 weeks. Boy, does this ever sound like an advertisement, right? Refresh your creative spirit. Immerse yourself in the Mexican culture while you stay and paint on the top floor of this casa and studio. We'll be painting a lot. This painting workshop emphasizes loose, expressive abstract techniques, creative tearing, collage pieces, and paint splashing at the Casa's magnificent open-air studio with sweeping views. Boy, do we ever have sweeping views of the ocean and quaint village of Boca de Tamatlan. This is my paintcation for me. I hope it's also a paintcation for you. Give yourself some time out and reserve your space now. I'll see you down there in Mexico. Hey, thanks for watching. Hi there, painters. Hey, have you ever wanted to meet Van Gogh and Vermeer? I do. Hey, I'm Bob Burridge, and welcome to my Holland riverboat cruise. I'm going to Holland. I cannot believe to do a workshop on a riverboat cruise. 9 days of a bliss and imagination, and accommodations are spectacular. You know, I did this one in Paris, all the way up to Normandy and coming right back down again. I didn't think I was going to like it. It was spectacular. I said, let's do this again, especially of the accommodation. The crew took care of us. The accommodations, the luxury, were just so well taken care of. The foods, as you can well imagine, the excursions, the entertainment. There's a lot going on those riverboat cruises, but look where we get to go. We get to go to Van Gogh Museums, Vermeer. We get to see all that history, incredible excursions through those castles, and we get to paint every day. And the meals, we actually hurry back to the lunches on the cruise ship. It's a small riverboat cruise just for the meals. Let me tell you, they take care of us. One of my favorite things, I'm looking forward to it, riverboat cruises. That's where it's all happening. Small accommodations, educational especially. So you're going to see a lot of museums, a lot of castles, and do a lot of painting time with me. I hope to see you there.